UAP are airborne objects that, when encountered, cannot be immediately identified. With regard to the importance of transparency, the Department is fully committed to the principle of openness and accountability to the American people.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Oh my gosh, dude.
U.S. Navy personnel recorded what appears to be triangles, some flashing. The video was taken through night vision goggles with a single lens reflex camera.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty high-profile incident. I don't claim to be an expert. You're the guys investigating it. I mean, who else is doing it?
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Today's show consists of quite a few photos, so bear with me. Before I begin the show, I dedicate this and all my shows to those who have been ridiculed, dragged through the mud, and made fun of by not only this country, but all countries across the world. I have quite a few photos that I think are very important. The first image we want to go to is what the government of the United States released as the Tic Tac. And interesting enough, ladies and gentlemen, they're not the only one that's got the Tic Tac. Next image will show my picture of the Tic Tac. Now this is a faraway view of what I took because I didn't know it was there. I was simply looking at the blue skies and the clouds. Next image is going to show you what was up there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Tic Tac. If you go to the next image, you can actually see a larger part of it, and you can see that it starts to change inside, but the Tic Tac shape is still there. The last of the enlargements gives you an idea that no matter how much I enlarge it, you have that Tic Tac shape, and this was in the air, and it was taken in Pahrump, Nevada on May 23rd of 2023 at 2:46 p.m. The next image is what the Navy referred to as the gimbal. It was also released in 2017. Next image is my image. Now, of course, this is far away, but it is shaped like the gimbal. But before I go to enlargement, I want to show you another one that looked just like the gimbal. This is the next image. Okay. The smaller one was taken in Pahrump, Nevada, and it was taken on October 10th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. So this was in the morning. This one that you're looking at was taken at July 27th, 2022 at 3:16 p.m. This was facing east at a 90-degree angle. The next image, you can see this was the first small one I showed you. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the gimbal. It's the same shape. May not be the same size because we can't judge distance. But the Navy isn't the only ones that get these images. If you go out and take photos, you're going to come up with the images. Now, scientists will say, well, you can see any speck in a photo. That doesn't mean it's a flying saucer or UFO or whatever they want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, when you remaster and define what you're looking at, you can actually get a solid shape. A lot of these craft, and in future videos I'm going to show you, flying craft, and then it takes stock images of them. These are flying craft, so this isn't some dot in the sky. These are actually moving UFOs, piloted by intelligently controlled beings. The next image is a UFO that I took over my house on October 23rd, 2022 at 11:32 a.m. Just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the only flying saucer that I took. If scientists want to call this an airplane without wings or rudders or elevators, that's fine. They can do what they do best, and that is try to change the narrative, change the story. But this is a flying saucer, and it was flying right over my house. I can't say enough about what the media says about the UFO phenomena. They have changed the narrative so much that people really don't know what to believe. In the next image, I'm going to show you a second flying saucer, a UFO. I don't call them anything else but UFOs. This was taken in just, I would say, north of Pahrump, Nevada, on August 1st, 2022, at 12:10 p.m., just past the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain something about these craft. If you were to use your mind, your concentration, your meditation, and ask these craft to come in, you'd be surprised what you get on camera. And that's how I get so many of these craft in my viewfinder, because when I'm out there taking videos, taking photos, I ask them, let me see a craft. I've said this 100 times before on other shows. I ask them, and they know when you're genuine. So don't just sit there and say, hey, I want to see a craft. You have to meditate, and don't talk. Meditate. Next image. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look in the bottom left, this is the original shot here. In the bottom left, you're going to see a little white speck there. Okay. Next image. This is a blow up of that white speck. That was my house, by the way, and there was a craft flying over the house. Now, if you look at the bottom of that craft, you can see that there seems to be some kind of entry there, like a I don't know, maybe it's a window, but on top you can actually see a protrusion. And I really couldn't get this very clear, even by remastering, and I believe that's because it was traveling quite fast. 200 megapixels can only do so much. I do a 9-second delay, 6-second delay. I can only get an image so good with these cameras. You know, it's not a 35 millimeter with a wide lens. The next image is the elongated craft that I promised you last show that I would bring to you, just to let you know that the Oumuamua craft that I showed last week wasn't the only ones. Next image will show you that these craft are up there and they're not going away. They keep appearing. The next image is the last of the three. These are not all the same craft, ladies and gentlemen. These are different ones. I have about 25 of these in total, and just yesterday I believe I got 2 more, but I'm not going to be showing too many of these elongated craft because people, after time, they start saying, okay, well, we see that. The next image we're going to be showing is the next set of images that I want to concentrate on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call the split level UFO, and you'll be able to make your own mind up about it. As you can see, this is far away, and we're going to show you the next image. We're going to show you a closer view of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this was up in the sky. This was not something that I imagined or my camera imagined. It was taken at 12:38 a.m. So this was past midnight, and there wasn't a lot of stars out, but this wasn't that far away from me when I took it. One more closer image, as you can see, it was there. It was kind of golden in color, and if you were to see it on my camera, it's a little bit more vibrant, but I can only do so much when I blow these up. The next one, as you can see, I put a lighter background on it. And when I did that, I noticed there were lights on the upper left. There's red lights. I did see a green one in there, but it was I thought it was green, but I'm not really sure. It just looked like it was red, and there may have been a white and a yellow one, but I did see those colors. I'm really not sure on the green one. Next image is going to show you something that's very interesting. And a lot of you out there have said, well, you know, I've heard of UFOs splitting apart and here and there. Well, you see the blue beam there? I have, in my travels, I've taken lasers and high-resolution flashlights. These are very powerful flashlights. The lasers that I have reach 26 miles. The flashlights are 1,500 meters. It's close to a mile, 0.928 miles. And what I did was, I don't know why I did it. I just flashed the light, and I didn't mean to. And when I did, the next image is going to show you what happened to this craft. It started to come apart. Ladies and gentlemen, that's that same craft I've been showing you. Next image. Ladies and gentlemen, that craft broke up into 4 pieces. Now, is that the imagination of the camera, as scientists have been telling us? Or is it a paper bag flying in the air? No. It is an image. It was a craft coming in, and when I flashed that flashlight, it started to break apart. Did it acknowledge me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so the whole point is that I watch videos every single day. I mean, there's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I go through the whole week. I'm constantly watching videos, new videos. I watch what people put out there and what they're saying. And they always include what the scientists are saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I know I bash scientists all the time. But it angers me because I was an analyst. I was always working around lab technicians and scientists. And a lot of them overthought certain situations, and it made me feel uncomfortable. But after the commercial break, we'll get into something else.